Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about VHDL and we are going to program FPGA Xilinx Spartan 6. Okay, and I'm going to show you how you can connect FPGA with PC. So let's start. I'm going to use ISE Design Suite 14.7. Okay. Okay. So let's create a new project. This project will be going to we're going to glow an LED using a switch. Okay, it's very simple, so as to get started with VHDL, and in the later videos we are going to go with clocks. We are going to use UART. Okay, it will be very fun. So let's see. Okay, this is the first program. Let's say first. Okay, and next. Okay, here you can see you can select your family of FPGA. As I have Spartan 6, so I'm going to select Spartan 6. Okay, and device and programming language. So I'm going to go with VHDL. So here it is. Okay, and next, finish. Okay, so this is our project first. Okay, now go to project, select new source, VHDL module. Let's name it as LED glow. Okay, because that's what we are going to do. So LED glow. Okay, next. Okay, this will be the port name. I'm going to discuss it later. Next, finish. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay, in the editor view, as you can see we have library IEEE. Okay, and the basic of VHDL is a very high speed integrated circuit hardware descriptor language. Okay, so it has two basic things. One is entity, the other one is behavior. Okay, so as you can see, HDL, hardware description. So we are going to describe the hardware. Okay, like in this program we are going to have two things, LED and switch. So let's make those things happen. Port, this is the syntax of it. Okay, first thing is, let's say switch. Okay, switch. Switch will act as an input port, so make it input. Standard logic. Okay. Let's initialize the value to 0. Okay. This is how you initialize in VHDL. Okay. This is a data type. Okay, in standard logic. Logic means like logic 0 or logic 1. That is why I have given it a 0. Okay. Now the next port will be LED. Okay, so LED output port. It is going to be output port. So output port, standard logic. Okay. We are going to initialize it as well with a 0 value. Okay, this is okay. If this is the last input or output, the semicolon will not go here. Okay, it will go here, side this one. So we have created one thing. Okay, entity is complete. Now what we are going to do with these entities is going to be described in this architecture. Okay, like what it will do. Okay, like if switch is 1, LED will glow. Switch is 0, LED will be off. Okay, so as you can see that in Xilinx, in any FPGA we have given some LEDs or switches. Okay, I'm going to show you, but let's complete it first. Okay, how can I do that? I have to connect this switch to this LED. Okay, so in VHDL, if you are going to give a value to any variable, okay, like this one, switch LED. Okay, here I'm going to connect it. Okay, so to do that, this is the syntax for this one, switch. Okay, this is how you connect this actually. Okay, like if switch is 1, LED is also 1, and switch is 0, LED is also 0. So there we have it. We have connected our switch with an LED. Okay, so now the other thing is we have to create a user consent file. what is a user consent file? In user consent file, you are going to define this switch, okay, as a physical switch in FPGA, okay. In order to do that, or this LED also, okay. In order to do that, you need to have the manual of your FPGA, okay. Like I have this one, okay. This is the manual of mini Spartan 6 FPGA, okay. And as you can see, I have dip switches as well and push buttons also, okay. So we are going to use this one for our switch, okay. As you can see, this is the port number, okay. This is where it's actually present in the FPGA. So I'm going to use P17, okay, as my switch. And for an LED, let's take we have 8 LEDs here. Let's take P15, okay. P15 will be our LED, okay. We can choose anyone, but I'm choosing P15, okay. So this is where we physically define the our switches, okay. So let's go back to our program, okay. In order to create a user consent file, select this one, text file, choose text file, and okay. This is the syntax for this one. Net name of your input switch lock is equals to P17, as we know that it's the port name of this one, okay. This is the switch one, okay. So I'm initializing the switch at P17 semicolon. The next port we have is output port, so LED, sorry, lock is equals to P15, okay, as I've already shown you before this, okay. This is the P15, okay. They are active high, so if I have switch at 1 is equal switch is at 1, the LED will also be at high, so it will glow, okay. So it's very simple, okay. Semicolon. Let's save this one, save it in the same file, okay, as a UCF, okay. UCF is user consent file, okay, and let's name it as FT whatever, okay. Save it. This is how it should looks like, okay. This one is blue, okay. And let's close this one, okay. Now you have created the user consent file. Next thing is to include that consent file in the main program, okay. So to do that, add source FT, this one is the UCF file, okay. Open it. Now as you can see, we have added successfully, okay. Now when everything is done, okay, you have attached the UCF file. The next thing is you can see the output of this program using either by the simulation or actually by implementing, okay. Implementing means I'm going to program the FPGA, okay. Here simulation, let's do for simulation so that we can be aware of it, okay. Go to simulation, select this one, go here, ISIM, this simulate behavior, okay. In order to do that, we have to save changes, yes, okay. Now it's going to run, it's going to check for some errors, okay. If there are any errors, it will show, otherwise it won't, and we will have a window for simulation, okay. As you can see, the window is open, it's library, okay. Now we have it, we have switch and LED, two ports. This one is the input port and this one is output port. Now let's see if what do we want. We want that if switch is 1, LED is 1, switch is 0, LED is 0. So let's give this one clock, okay, so that it can follow something. The leading edge is 1, okay, the trailing edge will be 0, okay, or you can change it like 0 or 1, doesn't matter. We have a duty cycle of 50, okay. Period, let's say give it a period of 0.5 seconds, okay. Okay, now let's start it. This is the start button, as you can see here on the top right, run all, okay. Now it has started running. So in order to see the result, you have to minimize it, okay. Here we have the button for it, okay. Go, or you can use the touchpad also just to minimize it, okay. Go like, okay. Now as you can see, as you can see here, as there, let me pause this one. Okay, here you can pause it, go back to this one. Okay, as you can see, this is the clock. Okay, as the switch is changing, we have given the input to switch, not to LED. Okay, as you can see, as the switch is 1, LED is also 1, and switch is at 0, LED is also 0. So it means that we have connected our switch with LED perfectly. Okay, as you can see, the value here also 1 1, because I have selected this point. If I select this point, it is also 1. Okay, and so on. Now let's see it physically. Okay, let's close this one, we don't want this one. And now for the implementation part, go here. Okay, we have simulation and we have implementation part. This, as you can see here, go below, generate programming file. As you can see in the top, in the bottom left, generate file. Okay, click on that, double click on that. It will synthesize, it is not making the design. Okay, it is making the design for the FPGA. Okay, now it is completed. Now let's put this bit file into the FPGA. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, how to connect FPGA with PC. Okay, first connect your FPGA using USB cable. Okay, and then go to tools, go to iMPACT. Okay, okay, boundary scan. Now go to initialize chain. Okay, yes, I want to sign, and go where you have saved your files. Okay, I've saved it in E. As you can see, I have saved it in FPGA. This is the first. Okay, that's how we have saved it. So go to okay, this is it, LED glow. This is what dot bit file. Okay, select dot bit file, open. Now as you can see, identify success. Okay, this device also select also support flash ROMs, but we don't have flash ROM right now, so select no. Okay, now in order to program it, select this one. Okay, this one should be here. Okay, not here. Okay, right click on it, program. Now it has said that program succeeded. Now let's see the result. Now as you can see, this is the FPGA, and this is the key that we have. This is the switch, and this is the LED. If I press this one, okay, you can see that it is glowing. So we have done our part. Okay, now in the later videos, in the next video actually, I'm going to show you how to use clock. In Spartan 6 we have two clock. One is at 12 megahertz, the other one is at 100 megahertz, and we are going to glow blinking LED. Okay, whose time period is 1 second. For 1 second it will glow, and for the other second it will be off. So stay tuned till next time. Thank you.